Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the main gymnasium, the Red Zone, here at Hicksville High School. We're getting ready for some freshman boys basketball action on this Thursday afternoon. What was to have been the first of three games here at Hicksville High this evening is now only one of two, as the Antwerp Archers girls JV squad not playing tonight. So we've got the freshman boys coming up here shortly, and then we'll take a bit of a break, and we'll have a second game coming up later tonight, tipping off at 7 o'clock, and that'll be varsity girls action. And again, both games will be between the homestanding Aces and the visiting Antwerp Archers. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, and with me, Jim Seiler. Just the two of us for the freshman game. We don't know whether Chris Warner is going to be able to make it for the varsity game later tonight or not, but either way, I've got the headset microphone on, and I'm behind the camera, and Jim has been doing this long enough now, I think, that he can probably keep track of all the scores and stats by himself. So we're going to get through this, and we want to thank you for joining us for our coverage this afternoon here on HIX-TV. Of course, now on the varsity level, the Antwerp Archers have been just cooking with gas, and they have been rolling through this season with just a terrific basketball season underway. These are, of course, the freshmen, so it's little younger players, and not quite the same caliber of play as you're going to see in the varsity matchup. But Jim, as we get ready to get this one tipped off, let's turn it over to you so we can find out who's going to be starting for us this afternoon.
Okay, we'll take care of that. Starting for the Antwerp Archers, number 4, Xander Smith. Number 10, Carson Aldemus. Number 11, Reed Leasty. Number 21, Ben Savina. And number 24, Cohen Heitzman. For Hicksville, it's number 10, Dakota West. Number 11, Braden Slattery. Number 23, Chris Smith. Number 24, David Taylor. And number 32, Aiden Pollock. Guys were talking at the scorers table about how many games they'd played. Antwerp's played 8 and Hicksville's played 6. So it's one of those years. So tip goes to Hicksville, and up the floor with it is Braden Slattery. Just about traveled there. Inside we move with it. Pollock had it, gave it to Smith. Smith shot off the glass and was out of bounds. Off of, it was Dave Taylor. We get things straightened out here.
Yep. Might take us a minute or two to get warmed up.
Yeah, you don't get any practice.
No introductions to players or anything like that. They just go center circle and tip it off. So
they got nothing.
And again, both of these schools
haven't. We'll get back with you. I lost my mic.
Yeah, all right. I can hear now.
Oh, good.
Okay.
All right. We just had a basket by Antwerp by Reed Leasty. So Antwerp is on top 2-0. From the outside, Dave Taylor whams one up there for a triple. So Hicksville leads 3-2. And we're going to have a foul on the reach. Number 24, Mr. Taylor, picks up the first foul of the game.
His first and team foul number 1 for the Aces, leading 3-2.
Nice move. Aldemus step around. All about went out of bounds, and it was saved by Ben Savina. Carson Aldemus. And Heitzman. Dakota West with the steal. Brings the ball down the floor. Shot from outside. Off the glass. Number 23 is Smith.
whistle and a push off underneath.
24 on the
Antwerp.
blue. Oh, Heitzman gets the personal. Oh, block taken away by Aldemus. Aldemus brings the ball across the court. Looking for him to set up. Gives the ball to Leasty. Leasty over to Smith. Smith to Aldemus. Aldemus into the open, puts up a jumper from 12, and it's good. 4-3 Antwerp with the lead. Slattery to Smith. Smith in the lane. Puts it up off the glass on a leaner. It's good. Hicksville back on top, 5-4. Savino drives and travels.
Tripped over his own foot there, and
yes, he did. Went down, the ball went in the hole, but not to count. Slattery with the ball across the 10-second line to Smith. Smith's got it. He lost control, got it back. Shot put up from outside Dakota West.
West off the glass and good, and that puts the Aces up by 3.
Leasty, nice move on Slattery, and he's fouled on the shot. Taylor will pick up the personal. That is his second. That's not good for your playing time, do that. And now they only have one up. Ah, he gave it to Smith. So we'll give it to Smith.
All right. He had only 7 players on either freshman spot, so they just have a couple of guys to substitute in and out. So,
and the free throw is good.
Make it 7-5 with 2:40 left in our opening quarter.
Ball is picked up by Antwerp. Aldemus down inside, puts it up off the glass, and it'll be knocked out of bounds by Smith for Antwerp. Slattery gives it to Chris Smith for Hicksville. And we're going to have a reach on number 20, Cyrus Gale.
Team foul number 2 for the Archers now.
Dakota West drives to the elbow. Down low, gives it to Smith, out to Taylor. Taylor in the corner, Dakota way long on the shot. Pollock chasing it down, and there's going to be a scrum on the floor, and a jump ball is called. Ball's going to go to Hicksville out of bounds. West with it. A little bit of pressure. We have a timeout called. 30-second timeout by the Hicksville coach.
Yeah, and that last jump ball, he was trying to signal a timeout, and then they called the jump ball, and when he saw that they were going to get the ball, then he just like, okay, no problem.
Oh, yeah. and then the man dribbling the ball gets across the 10-second line and stops 6 inches over it.
Yeah, that
was the
too
reason.
Close for comfort there.
That was the reason.
So quick 30-second timeout.
And the score is 7-5.
Yeah.
Aces with 2-point lead.
And again, if you did not hear us when we first started our coverage, the junior varsity game between the Antwerp and Hicksville girls has been canceled. So when this game ends, we'll take a bit of a break, and there will just be varsity girls basketball action tipping off at 7 o'clock tonight.
Slattery with the ball into the lane. Kicks it out to West. West back to Slattery. And he got a travel call. Trying to be more athletic.
Yep. One too many steps on the spin move, but still good try.
Yes. So Smith inbounds to Aldemus, Carson Aldemus.
There's an Antwerp name.
Yes, I believe that's the athletic director's son.
Yeah.
One of his sons.
Yep.
And the shot from the corner by Aldemus is good for 3. So Antwerp takes the lead, 8-7. West with it. Back to Taylor. Taylor tries to go in the lane. Aldemus right there in his face. Not able to do anything. Out to West.
Oh!
Boy, he's keeping the bank open late.
Yeah.
He got another one.
Hit from long range a couple of times and puts the Aces back up by a bucket. 10-8.
Drives to the lane by Leasty. Rebound is Smith and taken away by Hicksville's Taylor. Gives it to Chris Smith.
30 seconds.
Up and good. Nice jumper from 15. 12-8 the lead. 20 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Aldemus drives to the hoop. And we're going to have a foul called on Pollock.
That's going to send Aldemus to the line to shoot a couple. Team foul number 3, I believe, now on the Aces. With 16.6 seconds to go in our opening quarter.
Free throw is good.
Make it 12-9.
Lincoln Yoder into the game for Hicksville. And Pollock will sit down. Aldemus gets both of them to fall.
Back to a 2-point game, 12-10.
He has 7 points for the game. Chris Smith, shot put up, rebound pulled down by Heitzman. Aldemus, length of the floor, puts up a runner, and that is the end of the first quarter of play with Hicksville leading the Antwerp Archers freshmen 12-10.
So we played the first 6 minutes, and we'll take our first break of the afternoon to take some time to say a big thank you to our basketball broadcast underwriters making our coverage possible here on Hicksville Community Television. That, of course, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships right here in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Once again, throughout the 2020-2021 basketball season, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships has lent their underwriting support and made it possible for us to bring you coverage of both boys and girls Aces basketball action from the junior high level all the way up through the varsity matches. And as we head into February and start looking ahead towards the sectionals and the tournament, they're going to make it possible for us to follow the Aces, both boys and girls, as far as they go down the tournament trail and as far as we're allowed to by the OHSAA with the broadcast rights and everything. We want to thank them so very much. Remember, anytime you see Aces basketball action on Hicksville Community Television, they're the ones that make it possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships right here in Hicksville, Ohio, and online at jimschmidtauto.com.
Now, start the second quarter. Cam Fuller, number 33, is in the game for Xander Smith, who is heading for the locker room for some reason. Fuller with it. Tries to attack on the left side, gets the ball out to Heitzman. Long bomb is no good. Rebound pulled down by Taylor. Gives it to West. Up the floor to Lincoln Yoder. West, cross court. The slattery is too long, and the rebound is pulled away by Ben Savina. Fuller with the ball. Is it this Gale over to Savina, back out to Fuller. Must have not been much wrong with Mr. Smith. He's back out on the bench. Fuller from outside. Shot is no good. Rebound picked up by Ben Savina, and he uses a reverse layup to score the 2 points. It's 12-12. A bad pass. Ball given to Aldemus. It's over to Savina. Layup is missed. Rebound. Knocked down, knocked away from Taylor. Aldemus with it to Fuller.
Fuller's going to hold up, and the coach is going to position his squad and calm him down a little bit.
Shot put up by Savina, rebounded by Aldemus, and it is scored 14-12. Antwerp leading.
So the Archers not only close the gap, but take the lead for the first time in a while.
Ball is stolen by the Archers on the press. Aldemus on the rebound. Gale missed the shot, and Aldemus got the rebound and scored again.
He's cleaned up a couple times down there.
He's got 11 for the game.
And now instead of a 4-point lead for the Aces, it's a 4-point deficit as Antwerp on top now 16-12.
Slattery up off the board, and rebound comes off to Lincoln Yoder, number 30 for the Aces. 20 is going to get the personal. That is Cyrus Gale.
Yeah, it'll be team foul number 3 for the Archers.
That's the second one.
Yeah, it should be the second one, I
Should
thought.
be,
Yeah. That one's good. Unless the earlier one was changed and not given to number 2. I don't know.
I don't know. I won't guess.
Nope.
Now Yoder gets the second shot. It's up and rolls off the rim. Pollock gets the rebound and is taken away by Fuller. So it's 16-13 Antwerp. Heitzman with the ball. Fuller tries past Smith. Pass down low to Smith.
Up and
it's missed. And Aldermus missed the rebound. Fuller gets another rebound, and he's into the glass, and it goes.
Would have been better to hit one of the earlier shots. But that'll send him to the line. They'll see if he can complete the 3-point play.
30 gets the personal.
That'll be team foul number 4 on the Aces.
So Yoder's first.
Yeah. 18-13 pending free throw. And 19-13, and it's a 6-point lead now for the Archers. This will put some pressure on the inbounds.
And was almost stolen. The ball goes down the court and knocked out of bounds by Smith for Antwerp. Slattery to inbound it. Gives the ball to West. West holding it on the wing. Gives it over to Chris Smith, and it goes out of bounds. So Antwerp will get the ball.
2:40 left to go in the first half. And again, a 6-point lead for the Archers, 19-13.
Heitzman to Fuller. Fuller cross court to Aldemus. Aldemus in the corner. It goes. Savina.
That should be a travel.
Yeah, travel. Yep. Good call. Slattery again to inbound it. Taylor coming off the bench. Smith is
He's
going to take a break in the locker room. Taylor with the inbound pass to Slattery. Slattery gets the ball knocked away. Gives it to West. And we have another timeout called by John Deal.
And it might have been wise to Jim, because I don't think they got it across the 10-second line, and they were getting pretty close to time there. So second time out of the game, and this will be a full 1 minute timeout for the Aces. As again, they are trailing the Antwerp Archers by 6 in this freshman basketball game. 19-13 our score. Right now, 3 team fouls committed by Antwerp, and the Aces have committed 4. This is the second time out that the Aces have used. They have 3 remaining. Antwerp has yet to take a timeout. So and again, this has been a good year for Antwerp basketball, Jim. I mean, on the varsity level, they are.
Oh, the varsity level, they're nails.
Yeah.
They could possibly have been state champions last year if it wouldn't have been for this stupid virus crap.
It's true.
They were good. And the 2 Landers boys were on the team. Now the younger one is still playing, and he's dominating. He should be first team All-Ohio. Come and get the ball. Don't run away. That's over and back. West getting worked over by Fuller. West puts up a runner. It's
no good.
Back on the floor. Picked up by Gale. Gale gives it to Aldemus, over to Fuller. Back to Aldemus. And we got it across the timeline. West on him. Over to Smith. Smith to Heitzman to Fuller.
Under a minute and a half to go here.
3-pointer put up by Aldemus. And rebound is pulled down by Pollock for Hicksville. West to Yoder.
Yeah.
Is it Slattery? Slattery drives to the lane, puts up a runner. It's no good. Slattery work the outside. Ball to Taylor. To West. To Pollock. Back to Taylor in the corner. Trying to get into the lane and getting cut off. Ball knocked away from Yoder, out of bounds by Heitzman. Savina coming back in the ball game for Heitzman. Chris Smith into the game for Dakota West for Hicksville. Slattery to inbound it. It's unreal. They run away from the ball. Chris Smith puts up a jumper from 15. It's in and out. And the rebound is taken down by Altemus.
I think that they'll probably try to hold it here for the last shot before the half.
I would imagine. Everybody usually does.
Yeah, 15 seconds to go.
Gale to Altemus. Gives it to Fuller. In the corner. Down to Gale. Not able to move. Gets it back out to Fuller. Shot put up. No good. And that is the end of the first half of play, with the Antwerp Archers scoring 19 to the Aces 13.
So we've come to halftime in this freshman basketball contest. And again, at the half, it's the visiting Antwerp Archers leading the homestanding Aces by half a dozen, 19-13, our halftime score. It is halftime, and Jim and I are going to take a break, but we invite you to stick around because we will be back, and we'll have all the exciting second half play-by-play coming your way right here on HIX-TV. And, of course, as always, we will keep it here and keep the live stream going during our halftime. And we may step away from the microphones, or might hear us sipping some soda or something like that. But we get to about a minute and a half or so before tipping off the third quarter. We'll pass along the unofficial scores. So anyhow, we'll give you the unofficial scoring for the first half and get the second half underway here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. We're glad to have you here with us. Hope you are enjoying our live stream coverage. Again, first of two live streams that we have for you on this Thursday. We've got the freshmen right now on the YouTube channel. And when this wraps up, then we will be taking a bit of a break. And again, the junior varsity game for the girls, there were originally two girls games scheduled for this afternoon starting at 6 with the junior varsity between Antwerp and Hicksville, but the JV game has been canceled, so it'll be varsity only. And because of that, they will have a start time fixed at 7 p.m. So we will again end this live stream, and we'll be back with you. But the girls' game this evening is going to be over on the Hicksville Community Television Facebook page. So we've got the game here on YouTube right now for the YouTubers who like to watch us. And again, you can find us on Facebook a little before 7 o'clock for the girls' varsity action later this evening. And then we'll have a few days off. And, man, there's a lot of basketball coming up the first week of February.
You're right.
There are two junior high boys games on Monday that I'm trying to find. I'm busy. I have to cover the village council meeting that night. So I'm trying to find somebody to be able to go down to the auxiliary gym at 5 to do the two boys games. So hopefully we'll get that sorted out in the next day or so. But then we've got a boys triple header on Tuesday with freshman, JV, and varsity action. And then there is, I think, boys action again with Edgerton in town on Friday. And then we got a day-night doubleheader on Saturday with two girls' games in the afternoon starting at 1 o'clock. And then two boys' games in the evening starting at 6. So got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games that we're going to be doing, hopefully, for you. We're going to do at least 9 for sure. But hopefully we'll be able to get the junior high covered as well. But, yeah, a lot of basketball. That's, I think, the busiest week of basketball that we've had since the season started in late November.
Yes.
Kind of making up for the long stretches that we have had in December and January between home games. So, and again, like I said, that's to the point, too, where we'll start thinking about, they'll be getting ready to go to the tournament draw for the girls about that time, or pretty shortly around there, because that'll be starting that's usually the second, third week of February that girls sectionals will start, and the boys will follow them a week later. So we've got that to look forward to.
Yeah, the boys tournament draw should be somewhere around the 12th.
Yeah.
13th.
Because I was thinking that the girls tournament draw might even be the big game weekend. Not this weekend, but the weekend after. I don't know. I'll have to check with. I'll check with Josh Freese and find out for sure when that one's going on.
Probably be the first weekend of February.
Yeah, which would be Super Bowl weekend.
Right, exactly.
Don't get mad at me if you're out there listening because I said that instead of saying the big game since we're not officially licensed. So you want
to. Oh. Okay.
No.
We're censored.
So anyhow, we'll look forward to that. And again, we don't think we're going to have any difficulties following the boys and the girls in the sectionals or even the districts. This year, with the way things are going, with the live streaming and the contracts and so forth, that some schools and some venues have with other providers, whatever, if either boys or girls were to make it to the regionals, it would be we'll have to see. We're virtually certain that we'll have no problem being able to cover and bring you action from the sectionals or the districts, but should a team make it to the regionals, we might have to step aside in lieu of a different. But if that is the case, then we will let you know, of course, where you can watch that game, because the most important thing is that you get to see the game. So if we aren't able to do it, we'll make sure that we pass along the information so that you can tune in and watch it where it is available. Hopefully, though, we'll be able to bring you a bunch of basketball action in the postseason and have a couple good tournament runs for both the boys and the gals. Also, a good thing about not having any games scheduled this weekend, Jim, it looks like we might have another one of those little wintry ice storms coming our way for the weekend, too, they were saying. So,
oh, really? I haven't heard anything in the weather part.
Yeah, so they were saying we might have another storm moving across, and just like last time, it might give us snow, it might give us sleet and ice, it might miss us completely and go north or go south.
But it does this. It splits.
Yep.
It's like the summer rains.
Go north and south.
They go north and south of us.
So anyhow, we'll just give everybody a heads up to be aware that they might have some wintry weather this weekend, so drive with appropriate caution if that is the case. And again, when we wrap up later tonight, then we will not be back with you with basketball action until first week of February. We've got the weekend off. 3 minutes to go as the whistle sounds and the teams come back out onto the floor to start warming up a little bit.
That Tuesday game next week is with Paulding. At least that's the original schedule.
Yeah, at this point it is still supposed to be all three freshmen, JV, and varsity against Paulding.
Yeah.
That'll be kind of a good preview for GMC action next season. And the Panthers are not playing too badly.
No, they're pretty decent. Yeah. The girls are really good.
Yeah. And then we'll have, I think it's Edgerton on Friday.
Yes.
And Pettisville on Saturday for the boys.
Right, right.
And then I think the girls on Saturday, earlier in the day, I want to say Eden, but I don't know if that's correct.
I'll tell you. At 1 o'clock, it's Eden.
Yep, okay. So it's going to be a busy day on that Saturday. Well, we're down to about a minute and a half before we get quarter number 3 up and running here. So this will be a good time to welcome you back. Welcome back, everybody. Again, if you are just joining us at halftime, it's the Archers leading the Aces 19-13. And before we get the third quarter up and running, let's get updated on the unofficial first half scoring with Jim Seiler. Jim?
Okay, here we go. For Antwerp, Xander Smith has a free throw. Carson Aldemus leads all scorers. He's got 11 on 3 baskets, a triple, and 2 free throws. Number 11, Reed Leasty, has 1 basket for 2. And number 21, Ben Savina, has a basket for 2. And number 33, Cam Fuller, has a basket and a free throw for 3 points for their total of 19 for Hicksville. Dakota West has a 2 and a 3 for a total of 5. Chris Smith has 2 baskets for 4. Dave Taylor has 1 triple for 3. And Lincoln Yoder has a free throw for 1 total point for Hicksville's 13.
So there you have it, 19-13 at the break. And we'll count down the final seconds.
Aces kind of laid down that second quarter because they scored 1 point while let Antwerp have 9.
Yep. Because when we first began the game, I mean, it was neck and neck and back and forth. It was a 1 point lead trading back and forth between the teams.
But they led at the end of first quarter, 12-10. So.
We'll have I'm not sure who's going to get the ball to get. Looks like Antwerp will have the ball to get the third quarter started, and we'll hope that the Aces don't stay cold for the third quarter and are able to get back into this game.
Fuller with the ball out on top. They got Aldemus is setting down to start this second half. So Fuller passed the ball to nothing, and it hit the wall. So it would be Hicksville out of bounds. Slattery, get it back from Smith. Spins across the 10-second line.
Yeah, if they call Ultimus up for either the JV or they might want to see if they can spell him for a quarter here. Well, they've got the lead. Leave him a little extra time if they might want to call on him the next couple days.
Yeah, he'd save a quarter because kids usually are like that. They get used up, and then by the end of the season, they're only able to play 1 or 2 quarters a night. So Slattery will inbound it.
Need to get it going.
5-second
call.
They've been on the verge of that the whole evening.
Yep.
What they need to do is get away from him and then run to him and get the ball. Leasty with it for Antwerp. Cross to Fuller. Fuller breaks to the lane. Kicks it out to Smith. Smith to Leasty. To Heitzman. Over Savina. Stolen by West. Into the corner. Does it back out?
No.
The ball is stolen by Leasty. Length of the floor. Puts up the shot. And it's good. Gives him 4 points on the night. Taylor with it for Hicksville. Fuller on him. Pollock to Taylor in the corner. We have a travel call.
Wave that one off. Another turnover for the Aces.
Taylor, he puts his hands up. What can I do? Leasty to Savino. Pollock cuts him off. Ball to Heitzman. Over to Leasty. Leasty drives the lane, puts up a left-hand scoop shot, and it's missed. West grabbed the rebound. Slattery from baseline hits the edge of the backboard, gets the rebound. Out to Pollock, to Chris Smith. Smith from 15 gets good.
Oh. Smith has a nice touch off the glass, doesn't he?
Yes, he's got 2 or 3 of them. But doesn't have anywhere else to go. It's straight on.
Yep, he just seems to take aim right at the top of the box there on the window. And
yeah. Leasty with the ball. Savina from outside.
Oh.
Bingo, he's got a 3.
That makes it 24-15 as it's 9-point lead now.
5 points for Savina. West down the left sideline. Out to Chris Smith. Into the lane. Puts up another runner. It's no good. Rebound pulled. Ball was deflected and Taylor touched it last, so it'll be Antwerp ball out of bounds. I believe that it's number 11, Leasty, Reed Leasty. I believe he has a brother that's on the varsity, one of their starters, and he's decent. We're going to have a foul. It's on to be Smith.
And that'll be team foul number 1 for the Aces here in this second quarter. And
second one for Smith.
Yeah. I should say second half, not second quarter.
Leasty with the ball. Heitzman to Gale. Gale down the right side. Pass to Fuller. Heitzman across to Savina. Down low to Gale. He's got the inside and missed the shot. Ball came off to Camden Walters. And it was deflected. Again, Taylor is on the losing end of that. Again, he was the last one to touch it.
Minute 51 to go here in a fast-moving third quarter.
24-15, Antwerp with the lead. Fuller, low to Heitzman, out to Gale. Pass inside, goes to Savina, miss it off the glass. Taylor's feeling like the world's against him now. That's the third time he was the last one to touch the ball going out. Heitzman inbound to Fuller. Fuller looking to Smith. Ball up on top. Chris Smith defending. Leasty from outside. Shot is up, no good. Leasty chases it down, gets it inside to Heitzman. Long shot from the side is no good. And it goes out of bounds. Slattery to inbound. Slattery across 10-second line. Tries to go to the hoop, got cut off. Walters with the ball. Out front to Smith. Smith holding it. Bounce pass inside to Walters. Had the right idea, but the pass was at his ankles, and you don't have hands there. So the ball was off Gale. It'll be Hicksville out of bounds. Pass intended for Walters and knocked away. West and Pollock coming into the game for Hicksville. Walters will sit down, and will Chris Smith. Ball deflected out of bounds by Savina. Taylor from outside. This shot is no good. Rebound Pollock. And Gale deposits the ball in the bleachers. So Slattery will inbound again for Hicksville.
Off the hands, out of bounds.
And again, he touched it last.
Yeah, this time back
He's
to
got,
the arc.
it's getting to frustration level now. Leasty with the ball. 27 seconds left in the quarter. Gives the ball to Heitzman from way downtown.
Ooh.
Off the rim, and Taylor with the rebound. Dakota West up the floor. West chases the ball down. 7 seconds left. Slattery inbound. Went to Pollock, and we have a foul.
That's going to be on the floor.
24 of the blue.
So
Heitzman.
His second. And that'll give the Aces 3.8 seconds to work with here.
Xander Smith into the game for Antwerp for Heitzman. Pass inbound. Aldemus ended up with a shot at the end, not even close. And at the end of 3/4 of the play, it's Antwerp's 24 and the Aces 15.
So we've got a little time here before we head into the fourth quarter. And I'll say another big thank you to our basketball broadcast underwriters making our coverage possible here on Hicksville Community Television. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Hey, remember, if you're in the market for a vehicle, whether you're looking for one that is brand new or pre-owned, car, truck, van, or SUV, stop by, check out the great selection they have on the lots at Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick or Jim Schmidt Ford right here in Hicksville, or you can also check out the complete dealer inventory online anytime at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, it's always about service before, during, and after the sale at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships. We want to thank them so very much for their continued underwriting support of our Aces basketball broadcast. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com.
All right, starting the fourth quarter, Hicksville will have the ball. West gives it to Slattery, and we're up the floor. The Yoder with it. Lincoln Yoder, nice pass down low to
there we go.
Pollock, and it's in there. His first two of the afternoon.
Breaks a long scoring drought for the Aces.
Fuller to Savina into the lane and lays it up. Nobody stepped in his way. 7 points for Savina.
26-17 now. Aces still trailing by 9.
Nice pass, and he's going to be fouled.
He's going to send Braden to the line.
Xander Smith with the personal.
That's his first and team foul number 2 for the Archers. That one's good.
They've been practicing bank shots.
Misses that one, so it'll stay 26-18. 8-point lead now for Antwerp.
Fuller quickly up the floor for the Archers. And a nice shot put up by Leasty for 3 from the outside.
And that'll make it an 11-point lead now, 29-18.
And there's a foul called. This is on Savina.
That's his first and team foul number 3 for Antwerp.
Taylor trying to get into the lane. Gives it out to Slattery. His shot up and off the rim. Knocked out of bounds by Antwerp. It will be Hicksville to inbound it. Heitzman coming back into the game for the Archers, and Gale will come out. Cyrus Gale. Dave Taylor out to Dakota West. West to the baseline, back to Taylor. To West from the corner, it's short. Leasty with the rebound, the length of the floor, puts up the shot, and it's good. Gives him 9.
Makes it 31-18.
Slattery, and he is fouled. Leasty's getting this personal.
That'll be his first and team foul number 4 now for the Archers. Slattery back at the line again.
There you go.
There you go. Good looking free throw. 31-19.
Got both of them.
31-20. Back to an 11-point lead for the Archers, with 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the game.
Leasty moves down along the baseline, ball shot, rolls across the rim, gets it back out. Fuller with it. Savino from downtown, it's no good, and it'll be Hicksville ball out of bounds. Taylor with the ball. Down low, puts it up, not strong enough. Rebound to Listy. Fuller with the ball to Savina. Savina across to Listy. The left-hander is up and good.
That's for 3. 34-20 now. It's a 14-point advantage for the Archers.
12 points for Listy. Taylor to the lane. Is it to Yoder? To Pollock, the Slattery. Baseline. Tried to put up a reverse layup, and it was knocked out of bounds by the Archers.
3 minutes exactly left in the game, halfway through this fourth quarter.
Chris Smith the ball for Hicksville. And we're going to have a foul called on the floor. 20.
Team foul number 5 on Antwerp now. And
that's second on Gale. Taylor turns, puts it up, rolls good.
Nice. 34-22 now.
5 points for Dave. Lacey gives it up to Fuller. And we're lining up at a 1-4. Ball inside to Smith. His shot is too hard, and it's off. Hicksville will be Antwerp ball under their own hoop. And it's a full timeout for Hicksville.
Again, the score right now, the Archers leading 34-22. 2:25 left to go here in our fourth quarter. Foul situation, the Aces have been playing well. They've only committed 1 foul so far, which is not going to be working in their favor if they want to start fouling to get the ball back. But on the other side of the coin, the Archers have committed 5 team fouls, so they have just 1 foul left to give before they start sending the Aces to the line to shoot free throws. And again, so far, the Archers not having to call a timeout in the game, and this is the 3rd timeout called by Hicksville, so they'll have 2 remaining for the balance of the action, again with about 2:25 to go in regulation. Again, we'll wrap this one up. And we'll be ending this live stream and taking a bit of a break. But again, we'll be back with the girls varsity action. That'll get underway just a little before 7 o'clock here at the main gymnasium. And our coverage will start a little before 7 o'clock on the Hicksville Community Television Facebook page.
Fuller to inbound. Intended for Gale, and it was knocked away, and the Aces picked it up and controlled it. Slattery turned, carried the ball when he went up with a shot.
And the Aces will commit foul, going for the rebound.
Number 2 on Mr. Pollock. Gale puts up a runner, and it's in his first 2 for the afternoon.
36-22 now. Archers on top.
Chris Smith with the ball. Taylor gives it to West. Comes back out to Slattery, is not there. And the ball is last touched by Heitzman.
So out of bounds to the Aces with 1:44.
They
left.
definitely saved 2 quarters of Mr. Aldemus.
Aldemus has got to just sit there and enjoy the show.
Yep. turns, shot no good. Rebound Pollock, and he is fouled.
Minute 31 left in the game, and Pollock goes to the line. He'll shoot 2. Team foul number 6 for the Archers. So next one will put the Aces in the bonus for the remainder of the game.
Got it.
36-23 now.
Leasty quickly down floor, cross court. Savina, or to Heitzman. It's good.
He answers and makes it 38-23. Back to a 15-point lead.
Everybody for Antwerp has scored. Taylor from outside. It's no good. Rebound to Gale. Fuller the ball. Up to Leasty. Over to Fuller.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Ooh. That,
Yeah.
we're going to need a stop. We're going to need a stoppage play. Young man went into the metal facing of the bleachers, and we could hear it echoing from up here. And he says he's all right. He's back on the floor, but
He's rubbing his back.
I think he's going to get overrode by the coach. No, they're going to leave him out there. Okay. That was quite the shot that he took when he went into the front of the bleachers.
Yeah, he hit his lower back. So, Gale with the ball. Antwerp holding on the outside to Leasty. Tries to go to left. Gets it over to Heitzman, to Smith, to Fuller. Fuller around on the elbow. 3-point try for Gale. It's no good. Leasty pulls it up. Over to Heitzman again. 3-point try for Leasty, and it's good.
41-23. As we've got 15 seconds left in this one, and the Aces are going to have to take another loss, as they'll just walk it up the floor.
That's the end of the ball game, with the Antwerp Archers 41 and the Aces 23.
So the Antwerp Archers come to Hicksville for freshman basketball, and they'll have a short but happy bus ride home to Antwerp as they pick up the W, 41-23, the final score. Jim is compiling quickly as we'll pass along some unofficial scores for the game for you before we wrap things up for the broadcast. And again, when we wrap up, we will be ending this live stream, and then we will be back with you a little bit later, and that will be on the Hicksville Community Television Facebook page, as we will have live streaming coverage of girls varsity basketball action against the Lady Archers of Antwerp coming up starting at 7 o'clock this evening. Unofficial scores, Jim.
Yes, we're here. For Antwerp, or for Hicksville, I'm sorry. For Hicksville, Camden Walters did not score. He was the only player on the game that did not score. Lincoln Yoder had a free throw. We had 3 points by Aiden Pollock, 3 points by Braden Slattery. Number 10, Dakota West, he had 5 points, as did David Taylor, and Chris Smith led the Aces with 6. For Antwerp, Xander Smith had 1 for a free throw. Cyrus Gale had a basket for 2, as did Cohen Heitzman. For Camden Fuller, it was 3 points. For Ben Savina, he had 7. Carson Aldemus scored 11 and only played the first half. And high scorer for Antwerp was Reed Leasty with 3 threes and 3 deuces for 15.
All right. So there you have it. And again, the Archers with the win. Hey, we want to say a big thank you to the Hicksville Athletic Department, Mr. Haught and Overmeyer, for helping us out, giving us the space, and allowing us to live stream the freshman game for you this afternoon. Thanks also to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, and online at jimschmidtauto.com for underwriting our coverage. And thanks to all of you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the coverage this afternoon. That's going to do it. We're going to wrap this one up. Hey, don't forget, we'll be back with you over on the Hicksville Community Television Facebook page a little before 7 o'clock with varsity girls basketball action later this evening. But until then, we're going to wrap it up and end this one for right now. Again, your final score, it was the Archers beating the Aces in freshman boys basketball action. 41-23, the final score. For Jim Seiler, calling the play-by-play, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing you a good afternoon and good sports.